Thank you so much. One of the gift subs going to Zarkzal, Nom the Non, it's Voxed. Oh my god, what are the odds? Wixiva, and Theog Dragon King. Clutch, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, just bombing the hell out of the community with gift subs. You're heckin' amazing. Thank you so much. The train will arrive at the start of the stream. Yes. Y'all, welcome on in. I hope y'all had a good week. For me, it kind of dragged on a little bit. It dragged. I had a great time on Monday and on Wednesday, you know, streaming and stuff like that. But like during the work days, y'all, I don't know what it was. It was just like, fuck. It's like, would it just end already? But holy heck. Welcome on in, folks. Pronzer, hello. Welcome on in. 100 points for that design. What design? What design? Is it my design? I wish I could take the credit for it. But the avatar was made by Hoishi, and it's been tweaked and modded a little bit. And Arkit stuff has been added by Kdart. So it's good. It's gone under quite a bit of tweaking and modding since I got it a few years ago. But it's really good. Oh god, it's so good now. It's so good. Well, good taste either way. Right on. Thank you so much, Pronzer. Thank you so much. But, oh my gosh. Yeah, so this we're at the weekend. We survived somehow. So just a quick thing. Tonight, Final Fantasy 14. We're doing some Endwalker MSQ. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be doing some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon with Yori, and I can't wait to do that. And more Final Fantasy 14 tomorrow night. Sunday, I will not be streaming. I haven't for a few months now. I will be starting that up eventually, but tomorrow I am not. Because I have to pull my streaming PC down, and I have to change the CPU in it. Because, like, the cooler the stream gets, the more demanding it is, right? And the streaming PC needs a new CPU. And, Rixum was nice enough to fully fund a CPU upgrade for my streaming PC a while back. And I'm finally getting around to installing it. So, yeah. That's what I'm going to be doing Sunday. But yeah, we still got a huge amount of weekend ahead of us, though. No fun day stream? What shall I do? I'm sorry. Don't you normally not stream on Sundays? Normally I do stream on Sundays. It's just I've taken the past few months off. That's not a regular thing. But Sundays will be coming back eventually. Because I've got to finish Final Fantasy VII. I have to finish Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Pronzer, thank you so much for the follow. I gotta finish that. There's several games that I want to finish so I can get started on other stuff, and like I've gotta get off my ass and do that. I gotta get back to my normal schedule. Well, then that became the new normal. I gotta reestablish the new normal. Yeah. How did Ultron put it? When the world settled, God throws a stone at it. It's like, I gotta fuck shit up. Ryu, holy heck! Wee-woo, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. How was your stream? How did it go? What did you do? Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, hell yeah. It's Marvel, baby! Yeah, sorry, I'm not exactly a good parallel for Ultron, but like... Yo. Wee-woo, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. Drock, hello, welcome on in. Ross, Lucas, I see you. Poji, hello. Shout out Wee-woo. Nice. Hell yeah. It's good at first, but then it got to be rage-inducing. Yeah, welcome to card games. Holy heck. Welcome on in, Wee Woo, and welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Ahty. I am a transfer gamer from Oregon. I mainly play RPG games. Tonight, we're playing Final Fantasy 14. We're doing some Endwalker MSQ story stuff, which I can't wait to tear into. It's going to be kind of a big night. I can't wait, can't wait, can't wait. Sunglasses, Ahty, yeah. Well, welcome on in, folks. The community here, we're all pretty chill, laid back. We're all friends. If that sounds like your jam, please feel free, kick up your feet and relax. Enjoy the show. You can chat, lurk, do whatever you want to do. You could even drop a follow if you would like, although that's not required. Regardless of what you do, though, you're heckin' welcome here, and you're valid. Holy crap. Alright, so we should probably see what everyone is up to. Let's do that real quick. Thank you for the shout out. Thank you for the raid, Ryu. That's the least we could do. No, Wee Woo, no, you're pretty. You're fucking gorgeous. I know, I've met you. I know these things. Alright, let's pop on over to here. Yeah, there we go. Is this a burrito? Why are you ascending? I had to ascend. I had to ascend because my monitor wasn't switched to the right input yet, so I had to reach all the way to the back of my monitor because some brainiac put the buttons on the back so I could change the input. Not the back buttons. Yeah, I got the back buttons. I mean, in all fairness, I mean it's an HP. I mean, well, I mean, all of these gaming monitors that I have right now are just the cheap and cheerful HP 32-inch gaming monitors. I mean, they're great for what they are. It's just their design is like not the best. Let's see. All right. I gotta plug in my keyboard. And I left my water bottle on my workbench, so I'm gonna have to go grab that real quick. So, BRB, folks. I'm gonna go get my water bottle! All right, that's much better. Much better. Tonight might be one of the most important nights in Final Fantasy 14 player history. I don't know. I don't know, Drock. There's so many of those in this game. Nem, welcome on in. Nice to see you. Hello. All right, let me hop in the voice chat and see what's going down. Ba 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 ba.
Hi, Ahty.
Hi.
Ba 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 ba. Where are you? Me and Charlie are here.
I'm with Surette.
Well, I'm with Charlie. Where are you?
I can hear stuff going on in the background. What's going on in the background?
I think someone's mic is turned up too high.
Yeah.
Might be mine.
Are you using speakers or headphones?
Headphones, but you know, with my microphone placement, my microphone being sensitive.
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever heard things from your headphones through your microphone before. That's interesting.
But what I can also do is turn down my headset a bit. Because my headset has its own microphone, like volume thing. It has its own volume dial, so I just turned my headset down. Which also would explain why the other day I was having a hard time hearing people, because it turned out the volume was turned down on the headset. I forgot that was there.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess other people are in different instances than I am. I'm in instance 2.
I think
I wish people would stop talking about instances in party chat because I was trying to prank you.
I think it might be my mic, unfortunately.
Well, no, we actually want everyone
Sorry about
together.
that.
I was teasing, but anyway, I think if I
Booping you. You're getting booped.
that may not we may not actually be able to do that because since we're all spread across the instances, it's like. Yeah, I try to teleport here, it just puts me back in with Charlie.
You have to go up to the teleport and select the teleport to different instance. It's like a residential area choice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
okay.
realize that either.
Travel to instanced area, so
Yeah, you
number
gotta travel
two?
too.
Number 2,
Yeah.
yeah. Number 2. Just like a poo, number 2.
No.
Artie,
I
are you
didn't-
saying that I can be a living speaker? Just listen with my mouth open and have the sound project out of my mouth.
Wow.
Like
that-
Stitch from
like
Lilo and
Stitch.
Stitch.
You beat me by like 1 second, creatures. Oh my god.
I love Stitch.
I do too, and I'm not sure how I feel about that 3D abomination they're coming out with soon.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing a quote-unquote live-action Lilo and Stitch.
No.
The
Oh,
trailers are already
and
out
they
there.
made Jumba and Pleakley, instead of wearing costumes, it's like a hologram projection, and they're human.
That's stupid.
I'm going to ignore that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, they
Ignore
also
that.
got rid of the fact that Pleakley dresses in women's clothes. They made him a man.
I'm going to pretend that you never said that.
Listen,
Fuck
I'm just gonna
Disney.
do what I've been doing and pretend these live action ones don't exist.
There's
Yeah.
only one
I saw
Stitch movie. It's the original one. That's the only one there is.
Gosh, I
I
love
The
saw
that.
TV
live
show
action
was nice.
Cinderella, and that's
The
it.
TV show was nice.
Yeah,
Oh.
seems
I wasn't allowed to watch the
like
TV show.
The duo that they're ISS Taurus. Why are they doing this?
Time Worn map.
All right.
Fish.
So if everybody's ready, I'll
love
I'll probably
spam.
get started. Do we have everybody in the party that we need to have in?
No, Vera's still fishing.
Okay.
I'm in the party.
Yeah, but you're fishing.
I'm in the party. Finally.
They're too scared about a certain sect of people getting mad about a cross-dressing male character.
I don't know.
Who's mad?
People need to grow
Post be
up.
mad?
People need
Yeah.
to grow up. People need to grow
Mhm.
up.
I'm sorry.
It's a
Who's mad?
fucking alien.
And if they had left them as aliens instead of doing the whole human holographic disguise thing, it would even be less obvious.
Wait a minute, they do this. Isn't an alien dressing in drag an actual thing on Family Guy and has been for like decades at this point?
Not family. Yeah, family.
American
It's
Dad.
an
not
it's American Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing is that American Dad doesn't care.
exactly.
American Dad actually kind of shits on the people who care.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Savrin. People need to grow up. And the thing is, though, people need to be tolerant that, there's going to be other people that are different from them. And,
They
like,
don't want her. They're scared little bitches.
I don't know what they're scared of, though.
They don't like differences.
They're
But
scared of what they don't know. Of
That-
what they don't understand.
That's fine. They don't have to understand it. They don't,
Ahty,
they literally don't
Also,
have to
they're very
understand it.
stubborn.
What's up?
I want to
They're very
share a shower thought with you and with chat.
Better than sharing a shower.
Are we in a shower right now, Poji?
Well, it was more of a work thought, but it's kind of like the same thing where you're just busy doing something and then suddenly you have a thought.
Okay, like a poop thought.
Sure.
Okay.
Frozen, the movie,
Mm-hmm.
Uh huh.
this might have been intentional, is an allegory for growing up trans.
Ooh.
I don't think we have the time for that discussion.
I will have
I
to
can see it,
contemplate.
though.
I will have to contemplate that. I've only seen the movie once, so
I can see it.
I'm gonna have to watch the movie again and look at.
If I may add on to that real
Happily.
quick, Poji.
Talk to you about it after stream.
Yeah.
Or if you want to make time during stream, I will happily talk about it, but I understand if you want to save that for after.
Yeah.
I feel like that conversation is going to take a while, and I came here to play FF14.
Yeah. So did I, and actually, now that you said that, Poji, I think that we should probably save the discussion till after I watch Frozen again.
Fair.
Yeah.
because I feel like I
think
could
we're onto
contribute.
something though.
All right, so let's get started.
Why are you watering me, Sir Ed?
So you
My
don't get
pants are wet now. You wet my pants. How dare you piss
Okay,
my
that was
pants?
Oh boy, I sure am clicking the destination and going ahead with the story.
I shit your
who's
pants.
bringing?
Oh, God. I feel bad for that. There he is. Yorange appears to be heading towards the entrance to Bestways Burrow. All right. Okay, I see Camping Way, but I don't see Glamping Way. Where's Glamping Way? Like seriously, I thought about adding an LGBTQIA section to my Discord just so I could talk about the Frozen thing, but also just having a place where we could talk gender things and show in no uncertain terms that the lighthouse is a trans-friendly space. That is a really good idea. That's a super good idea. Alu, gosh, I love Alu.
Gosh, I love Ahty.
Ahty, what's that useful light switch circuit that allows multiple switches called? That allows multiple... That useful light switch circuit that allows multiple switches called. Oh, but it's like... Ahty, this is electrical? Are you talking about electrical or are you talking about networking? A three-way circuit. Oh, okay. Oh my God, Red Violet! That's so many piss emotes. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. We just triggered this the cinematic. Okay, perfect. Okay. So I'm just going to stop right here so I can address this. But Red Violet, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. How was Hard Space Shipbreaker? Now, there's a game that I've been meaning to get to. Welcome on in. How was your hacking stream? Tell us all about it. Both relaxing and stressful. Yeah, that does that. Hard Space is like that. I've been meaning to get to it, though. Oh my gosh. Are you liking it so far? But holy heck. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, Red Violet. And welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Ahty. I'm a trans-furry gamer from Oregon. And I mainly play RPG games. Tonight we're playing Final Fantasy 14. We're doing some story stuff in the Endwalker expansion. And we're actually decently into it. We're decently into the expansion so far. But holy heck, the community here, we're all pretty chill, laid back, we're all friends. That sounds like your jam. Please feel free, kick up your feet and relax, enjoy the show. You can chat, lurk, do whatever you want to do. You can even drop a follow if you would like, although that's not required. But regardless of what you do, you're heckin' welcome here, and you're valid. Yeah, I've been really enjoying it, hell yeah. Hell yeah. But holy heck, Red Violet, thank you so much again. Thank you so much again for the raid. Uranger ventures off into Mare Lamentorum for reasons unknown. You must tread carefully, else he might sense your presence. Follow Uranger from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure if you are noticed, or if you fall too far behind. Ah, gotcha. Alright. I will do that in just a second. So, Poji, that's, for what you said earlier, that is a really great idea. It's a really great idea. So, that's...
I mean, you were also kind of the inspiration for it, because I know you have a section, I think it's called That's So Gender.
Yep. And that was like, that was a specific section I just wanted to have all by itself. For folks to be able to not only talk about gender-related things, but like, stuff that would kind of be adjacent to that. Like, you know,
Yeah.
LGBTQIA issues and stuff. Yeah, things like that.
I have like tags in my Discord for so people can tag their pronouns, but it ate up a lot of my tag roles. So I'm thinking about condensing it down into just if you're part of the LGBTQIA, then you can take this particular role. Because usually the pronoun ones, you don't really see those roles anyway, so it's not particularly helpful in knowing people's pronouns ahead of time.
But sometimes if you just want to know somebody's pronouns, like, it is pretty damn convenient for Discord to like right click on somebody and, like, you know, in that little profile window that pops up, it just says it right there.
And I agree. It's just that because of how I set up my React roles, I literally have no space for additional roles because of that. So if I want to add more roles, something has to go. Which is why I'm thinking about condensing it down into just an LGBTQ role.
That's interesting. I didn't realize that there was a limited amount of roles that you could have. I didn't know.
Also, following Urianger is actually really easy.
Okay.
At least for the bot that I'm using for it, there is a limit. Short of actually paying for more.
Oh, okay. So I did Nitro. I pay for Nitro, so that might be a thing.
Well, I mean, I have Nitro also, but it's not a Discord thing. It's an external bot.
Okay. Yeah, because I have like
using.
Yeah, because I used like I have literally Discord Nitro, and I boost the server.
I mean, yeah, and it's just having a React role to auto assign roles. It's not like I can probably have more roles, but I would have to manually assign them.
I failed my objective. Okay.
Gotta hide behind a rock, Ahty.
Well, I thought I was.
I'm trying to find my bot, because my bot also does the whole level up thing.
Yeah, like, and also, honestly, with like the whole Discord thing, I was considering.
I'm using Arcane Bot.
Okay. I've never heard of that one. I've been considering just ditching Discord altogether.
There is some concerning news about Discord's future that has me keeping an eye on it.
Yeah. There's some folks who have been talking about an alternative called Havoc, I think. Or I forget exactly what it's called. Like it's very similar, very similar in a lot of different ways to Discord. Revolt, yeah, that's what it's called.
Like, the bot that I used to have in my Discord was called Me6.
Yep. I used to. I think I think I have that or had that.
A lot of people had Me6, and I think still do. But one is that I realized that it's a reference to Mr. Meeseeks, and I am absolutely not a fan. You're gonna get seen again, Ahty.
Ah, motherfucker! How do I do that?
That rock's on the left of the bridge. Just wait there for him to turn around and turn back around. But yeah, I am not a Rick and Morty fan at all, so I did not want a Mr. Meeseeks themed bot in my Discord. But also, more importantly, when I looked into it, I realized that they were in support of NFTs.
Oh yeah, and that's where I think I got rid of Me6.
And I started mentioning that to people. It's because I know a lot of us in the community probably really don't like NFTs. Because aside from the fact that it's just bad for the planet and it's cryptocurrency, they usually steal art for NFTs. So when I did research to try to find a more less morally reprehensible bot, I stumbled across Arcane.
Okay. Yeah, Lou was talking about Sapphire bot. Yeah.
If it can have more roles, I might look into that. More React roles anyway, because my limit I think is 8.
Drock says I'm not leaving Discord until either it completely collapses or does some unforgivable stuff. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm keeping an eye on it, but I'm also like prepared if need be, because
Yeah.
it's difficult to move a community.
It is, yeah.
I also have a special role, because I noticed that when bots enter the server, they tend to select every single role. So there would be people in the server who would have every single pronoun role react,
Yeah.
and then it turned out that they were bots. So I created a special role react that was a bot role react.
Oh,
Basically
okay.
to bait a trap. And what it would do was that I set it so that way anyone with the bot role could not see anything in the Discord. And it's caught a few. It's got 3 reactions to it.
One sec. It's a cinematic.
Thine arrival is timely as ever. Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Living Way, I presume? 'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I have been asked to do that and more yet again.
Oh, Nem. I will check that out in just a second, Nem.
Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity?
See, I hate this. I hate this because J, I think, deserves better than this notoriety.
And Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life. I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Menphilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain brokered by my hand were the scions robbed of a dear comrade, and Flamine her beloved daughter.
You can't beat yourself up for that.
Two souls, whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives, ones that would not demand such terrible costs. That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction. Dearest Moonbringer, who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians. In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good. Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today.
Uranger, you cannot live a life of regret.
Selfish wants, born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation. The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning, one which must never again come to pass. Thus must we struggle, haunted by ghosts of those we have lost, clinging to those we pray we can yet save. But what of those we cannot? How do we make peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity?
The dreadful algebra of necessity. That is a statement. Have faith in yourself and your decisions. Take heart and protect well those you can.
Sage counsel indeed. I see. Wisdom as befits a great worm. Curious that he should think thee in need of such encouragement. Strange. Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly.
So, for the folks who missed it, the Great Worm, that he's referring to, I believe, is Vritra. When Vritra spoke to us alone, a few weeks, actually almost a month ago at this point, when we were at Rods at Han. We met with him, and then like all the scions were going out, and then Vritra's like, "No, you stay back. I would speak with you for a little bit."
I thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts. As for the Loporrit's proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond. 'Twould be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more openly with our aspiring caretakers. A concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf. To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before. And today.
What are they saying? Curse these ears and that barrel!
He's like, motherfucker, I've got these huge ears, but they ain't doing shit.
No matter. We've got our plans.
Okay. Okay. Ba.
Living Way is so spicy,
Right?
which is actually really on par for a rabbit. Rabbits are angrier creatures than people realize.
Yeah. He's like a little brownie. Like a little spicy brownie.
Hey, Ahty, can I ask a favor?
What flavor do you desire?
Can you bring back the Foogies?
Can I bring back the Foogies? I can work on that.
Because earlier when we were talking about Discord bots, Alu was like, who's talking? And it occurred to me that they couldn't tell it was me because
Yeah.
we're just a voice in the void.
Yeah. The problem with the Fugitech things is that they don't really scale well. So like we have varying amounts of people in the chat, and like the more people there are, the smaller the little icons get. But what I would like
Way,
to
but it's more work.
yeah, I would like to control how big those little icons are.
You can do each person individually, but it would be a separate source per person.
Yeah. I don't know that I can do that, because like I already have 1 trillion sources and I have like a big problem with lag. And that's the other reason. That's the other reason why I haven't been using Fuki.
I remember when I went and actually cleaned out a lot of sources that I just wasn't using before on my OBS, and it actually sped up my streams notably at the time.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I've done that, and like I'm at like the bare minimum that my stream uses to function. And it's honestly I'm bumping into a hardware limitation. So that's part of the reason why I'm doing a CPU swap on Sunday, is because the CPU swap is going to give me 2 more performance cores and 4 efficiency cores.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Well, it's like the modern Intel CPUs don't really use hyper-threading anymore. It's all about performance cores and efficiency cores.
Okay.
Oh, to answer your question, Lou, right now I have a 12600K, and I'm popping that out and I'm putting in a 12900K.
That reminds me that I do need to put my throne together with the computer parts I need. I keep saying I'm going to do it so people can help me get the second PC together,
Yeah.
and I keep forgetting to do that.
You should, because like we're gonna be dealing with tariffs pretty soon too, so.
Yeah.
And that's really gonna throw a monkey wrench into my gaming PC upgrade plans that are later this year. Okay. Yeah. All right. Are we ready?
We're almost.
I am ready.
I'm almost back.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm here.
I'm giggling that I'm using a 6700 for a NAS. I mean, it's great. It's great. A little OP for a NAS.
Okay, do that butt check. It'd be amazing.
Between my old graphics card, though, and what you sent me, I feel like I've got, like, more than half of what I need already.
What was the graphics card that you had before?
It was I think like a 2070 RTX.
Okay. Okay.
Which was still reasonably strong, especially for just a streaming PC. That should be plenty. Have the more beefy graphics card for the gaming PC.
Yeah. But yeah, the encoder though in the 2070 is quite good. So I think that'll be good for a streaming PC.
Because it's just mainly all of the graphics processing, and especially with these Unreal Engine 5 games, have been overtaxing my CPU on top of streaming.
Yeah. I'll show you my discs later, Ahty. Oh, woo. The thing is, like, with the 2070, like, if you're using it for, like, streaming, it's like all of its 3D grunt is just, it doesn't apply anymore. So you'll notice that the fans are just not gonna spin anymore, because it doesn't need to, because the built-in video encoder is a totally separate thing from GPU and memory and all that stuff.
Yeah. And you already sent me a motherboard with a CPU. I think you might have also sent me RAM, but if not, I should have some RAM lying around.
No, there's RAM in there. Like there
from my last RAM swap out.
So, like, in the box that I sent, there was the motherboard with the CPU in it, in the bag, and then under the cardboard that rests on, there's the 2 sticks of memory below it.
Yeah, I thought there was RAM in there. I just haven't touched the box basically since it got here, because until I put it together, I don't need to.
Yeah, I get it. It's just, I'm sorry I didn't have any other color of memory to include with it. So the board is like kind of this, like a really dark brown. It's like black, but the memory is white. So
I mean, I'm not gonna be looking at the guts of the computer. So it's fine.
Yeah, I get it. All right. Lucas, thank you so much for the lurk. And Silius, hello, welcome on in. Let me know when you're ready. Let me know when you're ready and back, creatures.
Wasn't creatures just here? Where did creatures go?
I'm right here.
Are you ready now?
Yeah, I've been ready for a while.
Oh.
I thought, but then you guys got to
creature
talking,
changed class.
so...
Yeah, creatures is here.
Okay. I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna do the thing then.
Cool.
All right, let's do it. In truth, my reason for traveling hither was to effect a plan of mine own, a plan which may pave a way forward for us all. May, I say, for there is no guarantees of success. 'Tis the reason I set out alone, that failure should... Okay, I forgot to do that. Sorry. Should it come, would be mine to bear alone. Yet thou standest before me with proffered hand and open heart. 'Twould be remiss of me to refuse thy amity, and so I ask, wouldst thou join in mine endeavor? I thank thee for accompanying me. 'Tis a simple plan, in truth. We shall not be long away from Bestway's Burrow. Difficult decisions must needs be made in the coming days, but I nevertheless believe we are all of one mind in our desire to save the people of Aetheris. To make clear our resolve to the Lawbrits, I would offer them a gift, but its making doth require a most singular ingredient. I guess we're gonna go get a thing.
All of the gay.
Like this time we are his co-conspirators, yeah. Leyland, hello, welcome on in. Alright. An abundance of spongoy. Spongoy. Excellent. I chanced to spy this aggregation when crossing Zodiark's erstwhile prison. Using a spell taught to me by the Numo, I believe these shall suffice for the gift I would fashion. The magic requireth considerable concentration, however. Might I prevail upon thee to stand watch whilst I perform the incantation? Nope, we got purple smoke. Purple smoke!
Purple smoke.
Kumba, playing some Final Fantasy, I see. Yes, you bet your ass. The Final Fantasy.
There do be a plethora of tussies in this game.
Yes. Many different tussies of all kinds.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And that does remind me. I have a doodle from Nem that I need to look
Oh
at.
no.
What do you mean, oh no?
I don't like how Final Fantasy reminded you that you have a doodle.
Body doodle.
All right. Let's see. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, I'm gonna show it on stream here, so just humor me for a little bit. Let's see. I just gotta save it. There we go. We're saved. I cannot get enough of this music.
It's very spacey.
It is. Where's the arts? There it is. There's the arts.
I have the Ahty set to follow.
Beam!
Where is it?
The bean is frustrated.
Oh, there it is. No, I don't want to rename it. I just want to click it so it opens. Thanks. Thanks. Alright, come on.
I think when it comes to like the computer, what I like that pretty much as far as like the most important choices are already made. Like everything else that I need to get left is like the case,
Yep.
the power supply,
Yep.
the hard drive, and the cooling system.
Yep.
All of the significant decisions in terms of what kind of part are already made.
Here it is. It Nem drew me Ahty way. It's so cute. Oh my god. It's
Aw.
so awesome. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Nem. Thank you so much, Nem, for this. This is amazing.
Needs bigger ears.
Look at that snoot. Look at that sniffer.
Little snooter.
Little snoot.
Alright, okay, there's my mouse. Alright, let me put my keyboard away.
Okay,
Also-
before you continue, Ahty,
Yeah.
I want to say this.
I brought this. 1 second, Poji. I need to bring this up just before Ahty moves on. I brought this up with Anayeli a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone remember or has ever had those little Sylvanian dolls that were cats and rabbits and whatnot?
What?
What? Yeah, I don't.
I'm not following.
Hold
Is that
on.
like a real thing or is that an in-game?
It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Because the Loperates reminded me of it, and I brought it up. And she tracked down the name of it because it's a British company, so she sees it in the toy stores.
So are you talking about like those little bunnies and rabbits that are like these like super soft looking like kind of porcelain things?
Kinda, but they have fur.
Yeah, okay. I think I follow. I vaguely remember
Yeah, they have
these.
like little grippable hands.
Oh, okay. Now you lost me. All right. Now I need to see.
Hold
one.
on, I'll get the picture.
But Ahty, what I was gonna say on the computer thing, I think it was Malik who told me that for the dual PC setup, there's actually a switch that would be real easy to get that allows you to swap your keyboard and mouse between whichever computer you need to control.
This is true. It's called the KVM switch, and the problem with that is like every time you do the switch, there's going to be a USB noise transmitted through your stream. Like there's going to be, you're going to hear like a, kind of like if you took your keyboard, right, and you unplugged it and plugged it back in on stream. You'd have the boop boop and then boop boop.
Could mute system sounds.
You could.
During stream.
You could. And depending on which KVM switch it is, it may reinitialize video. It might make the video kind of blank out and do some weird stuff for like a second before it comes back and things like that. So I don't know if it would be a desirable thing to have on stream.
I'll have to talk to Malik more about it because he has a 2 PC setup too, and he actively uses one.
Yeah.
So,
I'm wondering how it works because I know Malik also uses. I use a capture card type setup for streaming, for dual PC streaming. Malik uses NDI. Man, he doesn't use. Well, they don't use capture cards at all.
yeah, because I would probably do a capture card because I have an Elgato HD60 that I would just use that.
Okay.
Cool, Ahty, I sent you the reference picture.
Okay. Let me check that out.
Oh, I suddenly understand now. That was you in the leopard clothes.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I remembered.
Yeah, they're apparently called Sylvanian. That's the name of the brand of the company.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and I realized it's the fur texture on the leopard's faces that reminds me so much of them.
Yeah, I can see that.
I had to share that with a wider audience.
All right. Are we ready for purple smoke?
I'm ready.
I actually love purple smoke.
All right, let's do the purple smoke.
It makes you so high you start seeing things. They just appear out of thin air. Like that. I like that I can attack while still following you. At least until I start casting.
All right. Surveying the nearby area, you see no sign of potential threats. This would be a good opportunity to see how Uranger is faring. Uranger remains fixated on his work. There, 'tis done. A magicked ink. Every ounce as efficacious as that crafted by the new Mo. Rare is the occasion I would conjure mine own, but is nevertheless a most useful skill. The resulting product is, admittedly, possessed of no preternatural properties, but its hue is one of mine own choosing, which I pray the Loperites will appreciate. Ahty, Uranger! Oh, thank goodness. I thought you had been eaten, or had perhaps fallen into a crater. Y'shtola has been looking all over for you, Ahty. She says she needs to speak with you about something most urgent, dire even. She was also quite clear that she wishes to speak with Ahty alone, which means, I'm afraid, you must stay behind, Uranger. But worry not, it so happens we need your help with an errand, delivering a package from the Watcher's Palace to Bestway's Burrow. It's quite large and heavy, perhaps even too heavy for we poor Loperites, and we would be ever so grateful if you could lend us a hand. How about an extra pair of hands before I go and meet with Y'shtola? No, that won't be necessary. Uranger's help should be more than suffice. And I'm sure you don't want to risk getting on Ystola's bad side by keeping her waiting. She seems prickly. Now off with you. Worry not, Ahty. I shan't be long.
The bunnies are being suspicious.
Ultra suspicious. Mom, the Banuis are being weird.
I half expect that we're gonna get to Y'shtola and we're gonna talk to her and she's like, what? I didn't need you for nothing. Why'd they say that?
Yeah. The Banuis are cute, yeah.
They also like their ears are more like mouse ears.
Yeah, I can see that.
So they're like bunny mice. But also they kind of remind me of dormice. Like the kind that helped Cinderella.
Yeah, I can see that.
Which kind of leans into the whole thing of how Heidelin basically has them be her group of helpers.
Yeah, I can see that.
So bunnies cause moon, but dormice because innocent little helpers.
Yeah, I can see that.
Ahty can fly on the moon, right?
Yeah, I just choose not to right now.
I had an old teleport request that someone had given me, so I just used that.
Yeah, I tend to prefer to walk everywhere because it's like it feels to me like just flying it's too instantaneous and it doesn't really let you marinate too much in what you're doing.
Normally I agree, but the moon just feels really big with a lot of empty space.
Yeah, I can.
Especially inside Bestways Burrow.
What the fuck? Oh, okay.
Just busy rabbit mice.
Yeah. I am gonna have to take an ad break in like 10 minutes.
So are they rice or are they bouse?
Yes.
Oh, it's a current up there.
Or would they be bice or money?
Rice or maggots.
And actually, if you spell money with M from mouse, but unny from bunny, then it's like money from Kingdom Hearts.
Interesting.
It's a current up here, guys.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Huh. How did I not catch that one before? I thought I'd
Gotta go
gotten all
up
my
these.
ether currents in the area.
Can I fly in here? I'm pretty sure I can.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, I can. I don't need no
You
friggin'
ate the currents.
I don't need no friggin' ether currents.
Yes, you. Otherwise you're cringe.
What's funny is that when I was doing my catch up on Sunday with Vera, we actually did some running around and get a bunch of ether currents.
Nice.
So I'm surprised that we missed that one.
Oh,
And
here.
apparently I'm still missing one more. Where is it?
Might be an area you can't access yet due to story.
But I have access to the entire map. Well, except for in the hole. Is it in the hole?
Hole.
All right, here's your Stola. I'm gonna chit chat with Stola. Oh, Ahty, we thought you would be away for longer. A dire emergency? I said no such thing. Wow, Poji nailed it. But as you are here, I could use your assistance with one small matter. Running Way, a companion of Growing Ways, apparently has much to tell us of the final days. The problem, however, is that he is determined to live up to his name, refusing to stay still long enough for us to hold a conversation. Is there anywhere he's likely to stop and rest, or perhaps there's a way to slow him down? What's the rush? I was thinking we should wait here, maybe enjoy a cold mug of carrot juice and... No? Well, if it's really that important. You can try using these balls of moose flesh. Not to be confused with the other thing. Wait, what? Is this an awoo moment with Growing Way? Running Way's other notable feature is his incessant chatter, so you'll have no trouble finding him in a crowd. And when you do, try lobbing your balls at him. All right, Joe, I'll do the button. And also, this most recent instance of it. Okay, there we go. There's two. Now we're square. Crude, but if it proves effective, he was here in Greatest Endsville when last I saw him. Let us split up and find him. I should probably do the ad break.
I'm thinking it's actually pronounced mouse flesh, which is why that he was clarifying, because again, mouse rabbits.
I thought it was moose like the dessert.
Right, but isn't that spelled differently?
I don't know. I thought that's how it was spelled.
I'm pretty sure that's how it's spelled. It's basically mouse, but with two S's.
It looks like moose like dessert.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also, these rabbits have a bit of a fixation.
An oral fixation?
Carrots.
No, on just like a male genitalial fixation.
What do you mean?
What?
The length and girth of the carrots, the throwing our balls at them.
Oh yeah. I remember the length and girth of carrots thing. That's clearly an adult joke.
As is it.
Well, they said like moose flesh, and I just think that I didn't see that as like an adult joke.
No.
Like.
Let's see. You'll have no trouble finding him in a crowd, and when you do, try lobbing your balls at him.
Well, that part is an adult joke.
Yeah.
Well, but the part at the beginning where he's like, it's not what it sounds like.
Yeah. Again.
The moose flesh.
Who taught these rabbits this humor, though?
Malik, Japanese moon rabbit mice. I was pointing out that their ears.
I was just I needed to rest my head a little bit and listen to the conversation and press the Sword Lord button every time something vaguely horny comes through the speakers.
Because I pointed out to Ahty that their ears look like dormice because they're not really rabbit shaped, and Cinderella had dormice to help her run errands around the house. And that could be an intentional reference because Heidelin made these dormice rabbits to, basically create her escape arc for everybody. So rabbits because moon, and the whole Japanese moon rabbit culture, but also dormice because they like to reference Disney movies for some reason, and dormice are little helpers.
Yeah. So I'm going to continue with my previous thought. I'm going to continue. Y'all can carry on this conversation. I do have to take that 3-minute ad break.
Okay.
So I'm going to do
Malik,
that.
you should join the call.
What's up?
I was telling Malik you should join the call.
Oh, okay. So I'll add Malik if Malik wants to join. There's Malik. Okay. There we go. All right. I will see y'all on the backside of 3 minutes. All right, folks. I gotta take a 3-minute ad break so we can scare those stupid pre-rolls away. So I will see y'all on the backside of 3 minutes. BRB. All right, we back. Welcome back. All right.
And Yali, could you add Malik to party?
Ahty is not party leader.
Not according to... It says Anayali Lepis is party leader.
Ahty's not in the chat, but if she's listening on the stream, then that is fair. I thought you said Ahty though, so.
No, I said Anayali.
Who is it?
If I'm not pronouncing that right, please let me know.
Who is Annie?
That's Joe.
Oh, okay.
It's Ainsley.
Yeah, they changed their name.
Oh, I see. Okay. I get it. All right, I'm gonna click on the shiny spot. Search your surroundings for running way. You may move the cameras as well as zoom in and out. Target running way and then throw moose balls with left click. Which one is running way? Oh, did I get them? Yep. Ugh, what happened? Failed. I got him in the face. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it wasn't running way. Oh, I failed because do not hit unassuming loperates. You little fucker. Where is running way? I can't move anywhere. That's an unassuming one. Who did I hit? Oh, okay. If that was the joke, it wasn't meant to be funny. Oh, I got running way. Okay. Good. Yes, I'm running away. Do you mind explaining why you hit me in the face with your balls of moose flesh? Sword Lord of the Goblin Horde. Dozy, hello, welcome on in. I'm highly knowledgeable about the final days? That's the most ridiculous thing I've heard since I woke up. Who told you that joke? As if we've got time to look into the final days when there's so much to do before the Great Voyage. It's true that Heidelin did impart to us some knowledge of the event, but I know about as much as any other lawbird around here. Less, probably. I don't know why anyone would think it's funny to go around telling people I'm an expert, but they'd better hope I don't get my paws on them. Sorry I couldn't be of more help, but if there's nothing else, I have work to do. And I'm off. Oh God. Nem, what is that? I gotta watch this. I gotta watch that real quick. Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh my God, I'm dead. That's so funny. Thank you, Nem, for that amazing clip. Holy shit. All right. Here we go. Now what am I supposed to do? I forgot. Speak with Y'shtola. Okay. We have to go speak with Pistola. That's really too bad that Y'shtola isn't a machinist, because then she could call herself Pistola.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
My roommate also gave me some seaweed chips.
Neat. Seaweed's good shit.
It's very. I've had these before, though. They're very salty.
Yes, I think that's probably why I like them.
And also kind of an odd texture because it's extremely thin.
Fury says, I am debating reheating Wangs. Excuse me? This is for you, Fury. There we go. Everybody's being fucking sus tonight. Oh my God. Okay.
I'm getting tired of these rabbits and their stalling shenanigans, though.
That's true. All right. I'm gonna talk to Y'shtola. Nova, hello. Welcome on in. I could find neither hide nor hair of him. How did you fare? So he knows no more than the others. Care to explain yourself, Growing Way? Well, you see, I misremembered. Yes, that's it, I misremembered. Terribly sorry about that. Afraid I'm drawing a blank, though. Try as I might, I can't remember who I was thinking of. On an unrelated note, what of Uranger? I assume you spoke with him earlier, but did he say when he'll be returning? On his way to the Watcher's Palace with Livingway? Between Growingway's sudden lapse of memory and our lack of other leads, maybe our time would be better spent lending Uranger a hand. Well, what? Now hold on a moment. It's all coming back to me. Yes, I remember. The information you're looking for is in the archives. Yes, that's where you'll find all sorts of useful knowledge, including that pertaining to the final days. Interesting. Yeah, I think so. I think so too, Poji. Right. Oh, what to do? What to do? I promised Living Way I would help, but no, I promised I'd help. That's what I'll do. The archives are on the second floor of the main plaza, the eastern wing. Follow me. I suspect the Loporrits are up to something. But if there is aught to be learned of the final days, I think it best we play along. For now, at least. Yeah, I agree, Vera.
Vera's saying they're too cute to be sus.
No, I think they're sus as fuck.
I agree.
Spicy, my love. Mwah. Hello. We're all sus as fuck. Yeah, just some more than others. I myself, though, I am completely wholesome.
Ahty, didn't you go to horny jail?
I don't know what you're talking about. What's horny jail?
Mm.
Creatures can also attest to my wholesomeness. Isn't that
Creatures,
right?
do you want to get in trouble for bearing false witness?
Isn't that right, creatures? I am completely wholesome. There's nothing sus about me at all.
I mean, sus in what way are we talking about?
What way do you think I'm talking about?
Ahty said they were very
anymore.
wholesome.
I am very wholesome.
Ahty can be very wholesome, this is true.
What do you mean can be? I am inherently wholesome.
I mean, that laugh is wholesome 10.
Just my laugh.
I mean, no, I mean as starters, for starters.
Okay. Okay. Go on.
Tail's pretty cuddly.
Go on.
Got a big heart inside those badonkers. See, there's a lot.
I was not expecting that.
The bunkers.
The spirit of sarcasm came to me.
It's oh gosh. According to Psyche and Anka Anoop, that's where it's where I keep my organs. Because the rest of my body is like just like this tiny little stick.
Mm-hmm. I mean, have you seen how much space there is between those ears? Not much. Think of how big that brain, or how small that brain must be. Not much room between those ears.
Yeah.
No think, only booba.
Where in the
All
fuck?
the organs are in the boobs and the tail.
Yeah, you're not
Oh
wrong.
no, I started the cutscene.
I can't even
Oh, I'm
find.
still lost.
I can't even find Growing Way.
They're
Gotta
upstairs.
take the teleporter uppies.
I don't want to take the teleporter.
Yeah, you gotta.
Or, well, Ahty doesn't gotta. Ahty could fly.
Can Ahty fly here?
Ahty can fly here.
Fuck this shit. I'm just like, okay, Nugs. I'm just gonna cheat and fly. Fuck this crap.
Like I said, best ways burrow. A really big empty space.
Where does the square peg go? That's right, the Ahty hole. What?
Ahty's hole is square shaped?
Listen. It is
Why do I
not.
feel like it's a dungeon?
It is not square shaped. Roxy, welcome on in. What a time to pop in.
Although Malik made a comment as to how big and empty the Burrows is, but it came into the chat at the wrong time. Came into the chat when I asked about the square hole.
Fury, shh. All right. I'm gonna read. Could I get a shout out for Punk Roxy, please? That's correct. The triangle does go in the square hole.
Everything goes in the square hole.
It goes in the square hole.
Everything fits. Everything fits.
Right. The archives are right through the store, but it seems to be locked. Guess we'll just have to go and find whoever has the key. Growing way? Enough. If you have not else to tell us of the final days, you need only say so. We can ill afford to be wasting time here, as you well know. Did you yourselves not tell us we must act quickly? Yes, we did, but the moon was to be a perfect paradise for the people of Aetheris, and we're running out of time to make everything ready for their arrival. We hoped you'd see the wonders we have to offer, but you found nothing but faults and flaws in our work. Only one of you saw our potential, so you others must be kept here. Ah, so that's Living Way's game. Run us about in circles, and failing that, lock us away so we can't put the plan at risk. Everyone except Urajay. He understands what is at stake, what must be done. I fear you've misjudged us, Growing Way. Never have we decided the notion of using the moon as a means of escape. No, never have we decried the notion of using the moons as a means of escape. That said, my heart breaks at the thought of abandoning Aetheris and her reflections to their doom. If there is a way to avert the final days, I wish to find it. We all do. We may fail, but our efforts would never be at the expense of your plans. But why would you take that risk? There's no room for ifs and maybes now. The people of Aetheris will escape here to the moon. They'll be safe, and we'll finally get to see all their happy, smiling faces. I am sorry, but we can't let you leave. We just can't. Great. Do what you must, but try not to hurt them. I'll be back in a moment. Don't do anything rash while I'm gone. If we dally, they'll overwhelm us with sheer numbers. I say we knock these ones out, split up, and make our way to the exit. Agreed. Let us reconvene where Argos awaits outside. Alright, so we have to defeat the Loporits, okay. Oh, good. We did get a shout out for Punk Roxy. Excellent. So... Okay, the quest ending is this way, but it's also up. Alright. Ahty, I'm curious about something. What are you curious about? Messed with the wrong cat girl. Yep, correct. What's your Fursona's canonical size? I don't know. We'll see what the answer is. I was thinking height, but it could be my my honk of a donkeroos. Good, you're here. We must hurry to the Watcher's Palace and find Uranger. Nem, oh my god.
And what, pray tell, do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
Your death.
Oh, come off it, friend. You know full well why we're here. The time has come for you to return to Atheris and help your brethren prepare for their journey here and beyond.
Forgive me, Living Way. But I cannot in good conscience proceed with this plan.
Huh? But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late.
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing, to say the least.
Oh, bugger!
Be at ease. They bear you no grudge, nor do I. How could we, having come to understand your purpose? For millennia, you and yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure. 'Tis clear you have spared no effort. Why, your very names are a testament to your dedication.
Our names? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Names are an expression of the self. A declaration of one's hopes and aspirations. Your use of contemporary, uncomplicated nomenclature doth ensure clarity of purpose. There can be no doubt that your love for the people of Atheris is boundless and pure.
Yes! Yes! A most mellifluous phrasing. We Loperids were born of Hydaland's love for Atheris. That shining, shimmering blue jewel, brightest star in the sky, brimming with life and possibilities. For as long as I can remember, I've toiled in anticipation of the day when this vessel might be needed. All I've ever wanted was to meet those she cherished so dearly. To serve and serve well. That goes for all of us. Don't you see? So help us. Help us help them. Lead them here where we can keep them safe. If there's anything wrong with what we've built, we'll fix it. We'll make it right.
Your works want not for repair. Yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men, and your own kin besides. Singing Way, thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Aetheris are beyond counting, and span the length and breadth of emotion. Maps are monuments to man's pioneering spirit, and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers. And thou, my friend, I do not think we've met.
My name is Puddingway.
Puddingway? Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding significance, I'm sure, but one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words.
Well said.
A judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate. And Living Way. 'Tis no easy feat to convey the significance of thy moniker. When I was a bookish boy, a dear friend of mine was fond of peppering me with questions as I read, to my occasional annoyance. One day, I posed to her a question of mine own. What doth it mean to live? After much contemplation, she proffered this answer. The anticipation of a half-read story's conclusion. The hope today's mistake may serve as tomorrow's lesson. The wish that a new acquaintance may one day call thee friend. She believed it to be all these moments and more.
I want to understand, but...
I, too, still labor to find mine own answer. 'Twould be my pleasure to assist you and yours in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. For thee. Ink as blue as the waters of Aetheris. Made in haste, though I assure thee, the quality has not suffered for it. The people need not be persuaded by honeyed words. Nay, I have faith they shall do what is right in due course. Until they do, I beg your patience, friends. And with that ink, let us fill the empty pages of Living Way's compendium. An open exchange of ideas will surely afford you all a better understanding of modern man, and with it, ideas for improvements and renovations. But more importantly, it shall empower us to together find a way forward.
I hope you're right. Thank you. for this lovely gift?
There you have it. I shall remain with the Loporrits to ensure that all is in order. Though we must needs prepare for every eventuality, you would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort. To accept failure is to accept the demise not only of our star, but that of Reen's, of all reflections, and the souls that call them home. Which is why I have every faith that you shall fight to the last, that such drastic measures may prove unnecessary.
Should the worst come to the worst, and I pray deeply that it won't, I'll take comfort in knowing preparations were made under your watchful eye.
Aye, thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind, if being the operative term.
There we go. That flower, how came it into your possession? How very like her. Guided by its light, you may come to know her true intentions. Intentions which remain a mystery even to us. In our time, we call it Elpis. You would do well to remember the name.
I hate to interrupt, but I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
Think nothing of it. We haven't been the most gracious of guests. Do convey our apologies to Growingway and the others.
But of course! And when next we welcome more guests from Aetheris, we'll have learned to be much more hospitable hosts. Oh, and circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
Agreed. The Sharlayan Forum, yes?
What? How did you know?
The more I heard, the more obvious it became. The Forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A telling coincidence would be an understatement. Though had we not taken it upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans. But let us continue this discussion upon our return. I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting long enough.
Hell yeah. Astrum, welcome on in. Twas a relief to see Livingway so pleased with my gift of ink. One sec, folks. Sorry, my roommate was out in the living room talking a little too loudly on her phone. And I could hear it through my headphones. To serve and serve well. Though their knowledge may be lacking, their boundless love is a blessing without peer. It will be no easy task to prepare them for what needs to be done. But gladly do I embrace this duty, even if it doth necessitate that we part ways for a time. Forgive me my absence, but I have the utmost faith in you, in all our fellow scions. When next I return to Atheris, I pray I find you all in good health and in good spirits. I don't want to go too much further without creatures here.
Is creatures away? Because they're right here.
Well, creatures did have to go get meds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in the game chat.
I didn't notice that. I wonder if I have time to pick up blue quests.
I will address Yuki though. Yuki, no, I've been saying that for quite a while now. That the low poly avatar is not going to be a replacement for this avatar. The low poly avatar, the low poly avatar is for when I'm playing retro games like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon or Undertale, that sort of thing. Yeah. Something that's more
it's retro, Ahty.
So, some stuff that's more appropriate. I think the low poly avatar is more appropriately. It kind of jibes better with a retro game. This game is retro. No, it's not.
It's retro-y.
We know this is Final Fantasy IV by this point. True. But a game is retro. A game is retro when a game isn't retro if it makes my computer flex this much just to keep the game at a good frame rate.
I would probably say that a game is retro if it's like N64 quality or below.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like if it's a pixel game or if it's like a low poly 3D game.
Yeah. Welcome back, creatures.
Thank you for waiting.
Oh, no worries. I may have it. I may have the. Originally, I had planned the low poly avatar to be like a redeem that people could turn on and off, but like, I kind of decided against that because there are going to be times where like, you know, my 3D avatar would be better suited. Like playing Final Fantasy 14 or something modern, you know, and but not necessarily for something that's retro. So I figured that like having two different ones be my main was pretty good. Was a pretty good idea. And then there's going to be like other redeems that I'm going to have that like, you know, turn me into an Ash Beast or a Snap or something like that.
On the topic of retro, I was talking with a friend a few days ago, and at the youngest something can be and be roughly considered retro is on average about 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
But then going back in chat, just two messages to what Drock said. Xbox 360, the Xbox 360 was released in 2005. That is 20 years ago.
Yeah,
that actually reminds me, Ahty, that when at the start of stream I mentioned that I was talking to my roommate about how fucking ageless Patrick Stewart is, and that came about mentioning how he voiced Uriel Septim in the original Oblivion, which was like in 2005, which is 20 years ago, and he doesn't look any older.
Yeah.
and realizing that he was in the Next Generation Star Trek even before that.
Yep.
And he was already old then.
I mean, man went bald in his 20s.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. And in my definition, my personal definition of retro, isn't really like there's no year line there. It's basically, I consider it more the style of a game, you know, and like what was said earlier, N64 or older is probably what I would consider retro. Sega Genesis retro, Super Nintendo retro, GameCube retro, you know, N64 retro, Dreamcast retro. That's
Like, for
Yeah,
example,
honestly,
Undertale is a newer game, but it's done in that
A
style.
retro style.
So it's still a retro
A
style.
game can be retro in age, and it can be retro in style. Those can be separate.
Yeah. Yeah, retro is anything that you played as a kid.
As a kid.
Yeah, also good. Also good. Yeah,
Well,
and,
that means the Wii is retro.
and I think Fury is really kind of nailing it here, though, in that there is no right or wrong answer.
It's just kind of how you got to feel it out on a case-by-case basis.
Yeah.
And especially nowadays, because there's a lot of indie games, especially,
In retro
that
style.
try to capture that retro style.
Yeah. So like for me personally, like, you know, if I was gonna go through the whole Halo series again, right? If I was gonna go through all of Halo again, I'd probably play Halo 1 with my low poly avatar, but Halo 2 forward, I would probably play with my my regular one.
I would probably still say Halo 2 would be retro, but Halo 3 is definitely a lot more polished graphically speaking.
Yeah.
And what do you think about like remasters, like the Spyro Reignited trilogy, for example, or the Oblivion remaster?
The
Remasters. Oh, sorry, Ahty. You're the one being asked the question.
Yeah, well, I'd say, you know, the Oblivion remaster, I don't think is a remaster at all. I think that since it uses a different game engine, I would consider it a remake, regardless of what Bethesda says about it. And the Spyro Reignited, the remaster or whatever it is, I don't know. I think it's just, I think that is a true remaster. It's basically like, you know, it's not necessarily a different game, but it's like, it's more of a reskin.
Right. It's purely a graphical facelift.
Yeah.
Like, for example, me and Vera were talking about the Oblivion remaster and how they actually did change up some of the skills from the original. And that, like, small tweaks and changes they made throughout, and there's enough of them that I agree it's really more of a remake, a full remake.
Yeah. Honestly, Oblivion, as it sits right now, I think it runs too well to not to be a remaster.
Because the original had a lot of problems.
Yeah, like I own a copy of the original Oblivion, and it's like the fucking game is nigh unplayable. I mean, you have to mod it a lot to get it to even run.
That was something that they made sure they fixed.
Yeah.
Like the level scaling thing that everyone disliked, they made sure that was fixed.
Yeah. But I should probably let's see, where are we?
Just doing laps around everybody.
Hold on. My copy of Oblivion runs fine.
Oh, probably because
Did you mod it?
Probably because
No, it's unmodded.
Probably because it's just been patched to hell and stuff like that. Because like the thing is, like when I tried playing it, that was probably 2005, 2006.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It is the Game of the Year edition. That might be it.
I mean, when I played Oblivion, the original last, it was a lot more recently on PC. And I just remember like every single fight was like a fight for my life. And I wasn't even on the hardest difficulty. I was on the default.
See, and like with the original game for me, I didn't really end up getting to play much of it because like let's be honest, I have ADHD. I have to multitask. I literally have to be doing like 5 different fucking things at any given time. And the thing is like Alt-Tab is my most important keystroke.
Yeah.
the
And
most
Bethesda
important.
games hate those.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm even having trouble with that on Skyrim now, current.
Yeah, Bethesda games hate alt tab.
So like, with that said, I had so much fucking crashing with Oblivion and alt tab, with Fallout with alt tab. Like I never even played Skyrim. Like I played Oblivion for like 2 minutes and could never get anywhere because like it would crash so much. So like I basically swore off Bethesda games. So
That's honestly fair.
So
for that
like
reason, because I'm right there with you, Ahty.
Yeah, I haven't played more than 10 minutes of Oblivion. The same with Fallout 3. Fallout 4 I own, but never played it. Skyrim I own, never played it. You know, and there's so much of that stuff that I would love to play, but it just doesn't work for me. I need alt tab.
I'm also super ADHD.
I own 3, 4, and 5 of the Elder Scrolls, and like the only one and Fallout 3, and the only one I've ever gotten into is Fallout. Is Skyrim, and that's just recently.
Yeah.
I think my ADHD manifests a little differently. Where usually, and this was me in Tears of the Kingdom as well, where I am like in the middle of a task in the game. And then I find another task, and then I get distracted from the task I was doing, and I end up doing that instead. And then I have a third task, and then I go do that, and I just end up wandering all over, doing things as they appear.
Yeah.
And the original task is long forgotten. And I don't mind that at all, because I actually love that kind of way of exploring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like
these sorts of games speak to my kind of ADHD.
Yeah.
And I'm in both of these boats. I get it.
It's just stuff like that that just really pisses me off. So like I haven't gotten into it at all.
And Malik, I see you on the Assassin's Creed. I saw you playing it, and that's part of the reason why I bought it. I'm going to play it eventually.
Yeah. But I'm gonna move things forward a little bit here.
Pause.
Yeah. With the Loporrits in Urange's capable hands, we needn't worry about affairs here in our absence. Knowing now the face of their earthly collaborators, there is much to discuss with Alphino and the others. Let us return to the Tower of Babel. Our battle for the star will soon begin in earnest, and we must be prepared. Miyako, hello, welcome on in. It's so nice to see you, Bean. I hope you're well. Alright, so... Speak with Thancred at the Nethergate. Okay. Isn't that what this is? Where's Thancred? Oh, Thancred must be on the other side of the Nethergate. Oh, I get it. Ah, there he is. I'd forgotten how cold it was here in Garlemald. A testament to the Loporrit's ingenuity that I felt no such discomfort on the moon. Gods, I can scarcely believe we went to the moon and back. But we'll have time to reflect on that later. Right now, we need to head back to Camp Broken Glass and deliver a thoroughly detailed report to Lucia. I'd like very much to know how everyone is getting on here as well. They'd only just begun to treat the tempered prisoners when we left. I share your curiosity, but warning our allies of the final days is of greater importance. I speak not only of the contingent, of course. The heads of state of every nation must know what we've learned. We know not when or where or in what manner the final days will begin to manifest, and so we must see that everyone is prepared. Agreed. Though we may wish to stress the importance of discretion, lest the public be sent into a panic. Not that anyone is in a position of responsibility should need to be told as much, but it bears repeating. Anyway, first things first, to Camp Broken Glass. Thank you, Twilight. Am I just sitting there with my head in my hands? That's funny. All right. I think when we land, I'm gonna take another, I gotta take an ad break.
What's your favorite flavor of chicken nuggets?
Plain, actually.
I like Cajun seasoning.
What kind of seasoning are we talking about?
Since we're talking about chicken nuggets, I was asking, what's your favorite flavor of chicken nugget? And I said, I like
regular?
Cajun seasoning.
I don't like seasoning on my...
Or to make it a little more broad, not just chicken nuggets, but like boneless wings or something like that.
Well, I usually go for mild, as I cannot handle spice. 1 ounce. Yes, I am white. But to broaden it a bit further, Steak and Shake used to have seasoned fries, and they had sour cream and onion. Those were absolutely my favorite.
Sour cream and onion chips are good. I can imagine sour cream and onion fries would be good too.
Mm-hmm. Steak fries.
Interesting. Okay, so for me personally, like when it comes to like chicken nuggets from like Wendy's or McDonald's or something like that, just the plain nuggets, no sauce. I just like the nuggets, that's it. But if we're talking about Buffalo Wild Wings, whatever sauce they have that tastes exactly like Frank's Red Hot, that's what I like.
Ooh.
Because I put that shit on everything.
I'm not always in the mood for Frank's Red Hot. Like, it's not something I go and buy. But it's a vibe. I can dig with it.
Like, that in combination with, like, some good blue cheese dressing is fantastic.
Blue cheese is nice.
It is, really is.
Wendy's lately has done like a flavored chicken nugget thing, kind of like knockoff boneless wings.
Interesting.
And I've been getting their spicy honey barbecue, which has been pretty decent.
Yeah. Oh, Attic, hello. Welcome on in. Also, your secret is safe with me. But I really should take I should take a ad break before I get any further here. So BRB. Nice, thank you. BRB folks, I'm gonna take a quick ad break here. It's just 3 minutes, so sit tight, hang in there, and I will yeah, I'll see you on the backside of 3 minutes. BRB. All right, we back. Boop, boop. Ah, yes, that's still broken. That's weird. I'm gonna have to fix that tomorrow. I'm gonna need to do that before my next stream. All right, give me 1 second. V8 off, normal on. There we go. I don't know why it's doing that all of a sudden. Elsa, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the follow. All right. All right, so is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost.
Okay.
You can go on ahead, though. I'll catch up.
Okay. I shall. Dun, 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 dun. All right. It's good to see you all again. No worse for your lunar adventure, I hope? We've done what we can for now, and believe me, we intend to tell you all about it. But before we do, might you tell us what's become of Garlemald in our absence? We succeeded in subduing the Tempered inside the Tower of Babel. We took many alive, but combined with those who were already in our custody, the number requiring care has grown exponentially. Hoping you and your friends are having a great day and you are all keeping safe. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Elsa. You as well. The inclement conditions here have made it difficult, if not impossible, to treat them all here. So we have petitioned the aid of the allied nations. Some are understandably hesitant to proffer assistance, particularly those that were but recently subject to imperial occupation. That said, several others have agreed to grant them refuge for treatment. With the assistance of your fellow scions, we endeavor to see them safely transported and subsequently cured of their temper. Will all the Tempered be relocated? Not all, no. We have sufficient shelter to attend to those whose treatment has begun, and enough healers have volunteered to remain until their patients have recovered. Eulus is one such patient, though he is not yet fit to receive visitors. Truth be told, it was a miracle he and those in his company were not harmed in the chaos. If not for Alphino and Alize's timely assistance, I dare say none of them would be with us today. In light of recent developments, have Alliance leaders come to any decisions regarding Garlemald? Given the tremendous ramifications of what has happened here, it will take time to determine what must be done. In the meantime, they intend to work with the Eastern Alliance to keep a close watch over the provinces. We have other news to share. Shortly after Anima was defeated, we received reports that each and every tower has vanished. For a mercy, the process has apparently not quite as violent as you experienced in Thavnair. Those who were trapped within them have been rescued and are receiving treatment. To hasten this endeavor, the beast tribes have received instruction in the magics needed to cure Temporary. Master Matoya is no doubt thrilled the Mother Porksy affords her so many visitors. Yes, we are grateful for her ongoing efforts. Lulzifa, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. Lulz, how was your stream? How was art? What were you working on? What were you heckin' working on? Art tax, that's right. Art tax. Why keyframe? No keyframe. Oh no. Oh no. There is an art tax, but it's more of a voluntary thing. If you would like to send an image or two over to my Discord. Blender was doing a dumb. Oh, I see. If you wanted to send some pictures over of what you were working on, I'm more than happy to share them with everyone in chat. Blender being a blender, yeah. But holy heck. Thank you so much, lulz. And welcome on in, folks. My name is Ahty. I'm a transferee gamer from Oregon, and I mainly play RPG games. Tonight, we're playing Final Fantasy XIV, and we're getting deeper and deeper into the Endwalker storyline. And it's getting pretty juicy. Pretty juicy. But the community here, we're all pretty chill, laid back, we're all friends. If that sounds like your jam, please feel free to kick up your feet and relax. Enjoy the show. You can chat, lurk, do whatever you want to do. You could even drop a follow if you would like, although that's not required. Regardless of what you do, though, you're heckin' welcome here and you're valid. And lulz, don't forget your self-care, too. Get yourself a drinky, snack, get cozy. Right. Lulz is a good bean, folks. So, Lulzifa is probably, like, you know, the most, like, just some really fucking awesome 3D art. And there's this one thing where, like, you know, you can do a redeem, and they and lulz will do a sculpt of, like, whatever prompt that you give them. They take 30 minutes to do it, and there's some of the most insane shit that lulz makes on the fly. It's crazy how good. It's crazy how good lulz is with that stuff. And also, on top of that, lulz is super funny. Super funny, and has, like, super entertaining streams. So definitely, absolutely go follow and watch. Literally anything as long as it's safe for work, yeah. Let's see here. Union Jackal, hello, welcome on in. Ahty, when they are murdering or when they are murdering or being awesome, what? Ahty slays. I love that. I love that name, and I kind of want to do something with it, but I'm not sure what yet. But holy heck, maybe we should. I should probably keep going here a little bit. So. And lulz, by the way, if you would like to do the art tax thing, I'm more than happy to show your stuff on stream. As for the contingent, several of our members have been granted leave to return to their homelands after the transfer of Tempered has been completed. Lucia and I will remain, along with a small force to continue offering aid to those here in Garlemald. Ahty's OnlyFans account, wow. The Empire may be no more, but there are yet those who call these lands home. Ugh, I'm kind of sleepy. I believe that accounts for recent events here. So, what of the moon and the Talafaroi? Final days. Gods, I prayed your victory would mark the end of our troubles. There is much we do not know, but the Alliance leaders must be told. Would you be willing to contact them in our stead? Yes, of course. I will send word forthwith. We'll also release your fellow scions from their present duties, that they may return to Sharlayan. Your energies are better spent finding a means to avert the coming apocalypse. Speaking of your fellow scions, you will be happy to hear that Mistress Kryle, though still on the mend, has been moved to the Baldessian Annex and given into Tataru's care. Thank you. I look forward to seeing them both upon my return. Let us be on our way then. Wow. Ahty, but they're a donkey. Ahty brays. One last thing, if I may. After your confrontation with Zodiark, you said Xenos took his leave, and in all likelihood has returned here to Garlemald? I have a mind to dispatch scouts to try and ascertain his whereabouts, but first wish to ask if you believe there is merit in doing so. If they found him, they would not likely live to tell the tale. I suppose you're right. To dispatch good soldiers in pursuit of such a beast would be to send them to their deaths. Pray forget I entertain the notion. While on the subject of Xenos, the 10th Legion has made an official proclamation. They denounce the Crown Prince and condemn his role in the Empire's downfall. His very title has become a source of shame among his former subjects, and its continued use serves only to hinder relations with foreign nations. For this reason, he has been declared as Xenos Viator Galvus, outcast and enemy of Garlemald. When Ahty put on a shirt too small for Booba and started ripping holes in it, Ahty phrase, oh my god. Fandaniel is no more, and now his own people turn against him. It seems he's not but his bloodlust to keep him company. Ahty's clothes, Ahty graves. Better than an army to see it sated. At any rate, I will not keep you. I will not keep you longer. I pray you safe passage back to Charlian. Ooh, it's safe for workers. Okay. Lulz, would you like me to show that on stream, or do you want me to just view it in the Discord? It's up to you. I have 3 fucking mice on my desk. You can show it on stream if you like. Okay. Let's see. Safe for workers. I will be a second, though. Because of the way my shit works, I have to save the video, and then I have to put it up somewhere else. Its name begins with G. There it is. Okay. VLC does not want to open. Give me a sec. This poor little PC has like a real rough time. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's big resolution. Let me just make that window a little smaller. Okay. We're getting there, I swear. All right. So this is what Lulz has been working on. Look at that. That's awesome. Look at that. I love the wings. Oh, I see. So you can make like the wings like tiny and small, but when they're open, they're just like they get like really big. Like that's awesome, Lulz. Oh my god. That's already so much shit that like I wouldn't even know where to start, to be honest. That's amazing. Thank you so much for participating in our art tax, Lulz. And like I said, folks, y'all in the chat, go heck and follow and watch Lolzilfa. Lolzilfa is a delight. Trust me on this. All right, let me return to voice chat. Ba 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 ba.
Ba 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 ba.
Still
Did
working.
you see all of my
Still,
Ahty plays jokes?
I did, yes. Still working on some more animations, but I'm happy with it. Hell yeah. All right, so where are we?
Blah, 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 blah.
Ba, 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 ba.
Baldestian Annex.
I
Yeah.
was a good timing because I was about to ask how soon we're ending.
Probably pretty soon here, actually.
Yeah, it's about 11:50.
Yeah, I gotta eat my dinner.
Like I
I
said,
get that.
Ahty a
covered.
little hungry, Ahty graze.
Yep. Be doing a little bit more than grazing though.
Munch.
Yep.
But that doesn't rhyme.
I know.
Ahty munch don't rhyme.
So funny.
I munch and crunch.
Did you? I like the other one. It's like harsher font die, Ahty dismays.
Ahty dress up, Ahty slays.
Wow.
Ahty when vibing, Ahty sways.
multiple Ahty's, Ahty gays. What?
Ahty stand in the
Ahty
bad and end up floor tanking, Ahty stays.
Ahty streams multiple days in a row, Ahty days.
Wow. It low key sounds like a children's book. All
That
right.
point in your life when you're Ahty, it's just an Ahty phase.
All right, I'm gonna read. Oh my god. Oh. Welcome back, Ahty. We were so terribly worried about you. Though it is plain I have caused my own fair share of worry, and for that I apologize. Heidelin called to me that day when you entered the Tower of Babel. Her pleas were faint but desperate, and I knew at once she required a vessel to carry out her will. What came after feels like a dream barely remembered, my body flowing through the life stream toward Garlemald. When I regained consciousness, I was all aches and frostbite, exhausted of ether, so exhausted in fact, I could only laugh. For it was in that moment I understood Raha's weariness from the Tower of Zod. Would that I could laugh at a time like this. Though we prevented Zodiark from being unleashed upon the world, I am curious to know what else took place there on the moon. Perhaps we should wait for the others to join us before you give your account. Let us reconvene in the main hall once they've arrived. Here we go. Sorry to have kept you all waiting. Not at all. We understand you've been quite busy. Will Yurajay be joining us? Duty keeps him away, I'm afraid, though Ahty can explain why better than I. The final days, as befell Amarat. And we are to escape via the moon? What of the source and its reflections? I've no intention of standing by while the world falls to ruin. So how do we stop this? Unfortunately, we have no answers at present. if the celestial currents have grown stagnant. As was the case in the time of Amarat, the solution would be to alter the flow of ether throughout the entirety of the star. The ancients accomplished this by summoning Zodiark, sacrificing half the star's population in the doing. But it should go without saying that such a sacrifice cannot be repeated. Which leaves us with the daunting task of identifying the underlying catalyst for the final days, a feat which even the Emiratians could not accomplish. Unfortunately, we found no clues in Mare Lamentorum. There is still much we do not know about the catastrophe itself, let alone what may have caused it. The final days were marked by the corruption of the Emiratians' creation magics, but we command no such power, which invites the question, what havoc is in store for us? If we knew that much, perhaps we could draw some parallel with the events of the past, and thereby form some semblance of a plan. Perhaps we should start with the Forum, then. Having worked with the Loporrits in secret all this time, there is surely more they can tell us. Forgive the interruption, but I have urgent news. The Forum is holding a public assembly in the plaza outside. Some sort of announcement. What is Father up to now? There's only one way to find out.
Order! Order, I say! I thank you all for gathering here on such short notice. This day we must speak of grave affairs and their implications for the future of Sharlayan, nay, of this very star. Said affairs concern all citizens, and so we have called for a public assembly. You may have heard rumors of the Telophoroi and the havoc these madmen wreak abroad. Under normal circumstances, we would pay little heed to petty disturbances outside our borders. The final days, however, are another matter altogether. For we dare not ignore these prophetic words of Eld. The Endbearers will come, ushering chaos and calamity. The final days descend and devour the very star.
I've never heard this prophecy.
Is it true? Will all that really happen?
Calm yourselves. The time has come to speak of the Forum's most sacred duties. But first...
Give voice to the voiceless. Let bindings be unbound. By unanimous decree, I declare the enchantment broken.
Master Le Veilleur, if you would.
Very well. 270 years ago, our forebears began an expedition in the Dravanian hinterlands, in search of a route to access the ethereal sea. This much is public knowledge. Their findings, however, would become the Forum's most closely guarded secret. What those researchers discovered in the hinterlands was not a passage unto the ethereal sea, but the very heart of our star, and Hydaelyn herself. She spoke to them of a calamity that would extinguish all life, and of a means by which we might be spared. The moon. 'Tis in truth a gargantuan vessel built to serve as sanctuary for her children and deliver them from this doom. Much like Njunkref's hope in ages past, it will bear the people of a world in the throes of death to a new home.
Needless to say, this will be no small undertaking. To facilitate the great work, the Forum has maintained close contact with the servants of Hydaelyn, who presently reside on the moon. Convinced that the foretold end was all but inevitable, we began amassing a wealth of knowledge, not merely for the betterment of our nation, but in preparation for the journey to come.
You reveal this to us now? By the gods, how long do we have?
While we cannot say with certainty, we believe the hour to be nigh. We received a transmission from the moon suggesting as much not long ago. Which is why we must in earnest begin preparations for the great exodus. For his impressive contributions and the leadership he demonstrated during our withdrawal from Dravania, we have elected Master Leveilleur to oversee this initiative.
Fellow scribes and scholars, my countrymen, we face a threat of unprecedented scale. We must challenge the trials before us with composure and conviction if we are to find salvation. The wisdom of Sharlayan has ever been a shining beacon in the darkness, and so it shall continue to be. It is our solemn charge to see our heritage preserved for future generations. For those who will come after, we will brave a new frontier.
Administrative edicts will be relayed to all major institutions ere long. In the meantime, carry on with your duties. With that, I hereby call this assembly to a close.
Do you remember what Mother told us when we visited home? That it wasn't until after we were born that Father seemed to lose himself in his work. If that great work of his was the evacuation of this star, then...
Yes. It wasn't for his benefit. Would you mind waiting here a moment? I wish to speak with Father before we leave.
Take your time.
Thank you. I shan't be long.
If it's all the same to you, I have a few choice words to share with Father as well.
So, come to call us cowards and bid us join your fruitless battle against the inevitable.
Nay, we do not object to the Forum's proposal. On the contrary, those who wish to flee have every right to do so. Urianger is cooperating with your associates on the moon to ensure that all is ready should evacuation be our only recourse.
Then whatever your business, I suggest you be brief.
Though we cannot boast the boundless wisdom of Sharlayan, we have first-hand knowledge of foreign cultures and have conversed with no small number of peoples. These experiences have taught us fundamental truths that cannot be recorded in any tome, nor charted on any map. The beating heart of this planet is its people, many of whom would give anything, even their lives, to protect the lands they love. Many may choose to join you in the end. But what of those unwilling or unable, for whom escape will never be an option? What would you have them do? To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, Father. It is indolence. This is why we choose to fight.
We'll not ask for your understanding, Father. Only that you don't turn a blind eye to the good we have done. That we can still do. We're not children in need of protection. Hold fast to your principles and let the world burn if it please. But we believe there is still another way. And if there is, we will find it. You see if we don't.
Do as you will. Just stay out of our way.
Were he not so consumed with self-righteousness, he might tell you how proud he is of you both.
Bold words call for bold action, and there'll be no turning to your father should plans go awry.
As if I ever would. So long as there are those who wish to stay and fight for this star, we have to do what we can to help them.
And if we're to do that, we'll need to be well rested. Wouldn't you agree? And having triumphed over what we once thought to be the source of all evil, I can think of no one in greater need of at least a dozen winks.
You know I won't get it.
Shall we then? To the Annex, to prepare for tomorrow.
What is the strange thing you refer to as sleep? Right. All right. Hopefully, Creatures is still with us.
I'm right here.
Okay, good. I think we're gonna call it here.
That is a really good stopping point. I agree.
I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that cutscene to be quite that long. But...
Good stopping point.
I love that Alphino used Louis Swall's words against Fortuno.
Yep. I don't think it was lost on him either. I think that basically once that happened, I think he was just like, fine. Do what you will, just stay out of our way. He just gave up. You know, I kind of expected more people to be playing Oblivion still. It seemed like that was people were very quick to play that and then moved on to something else.
There's still a few people playing it, but it may just be the hour. People have been playing it all week, and they don't want to be playing just one game.
Yeah,
they're like all variety
Shelly's
streamers.
still playing it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Actually, do you know Shelly?
Shelly Starship?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
They're still playing it.
Okay.
If you wanted to raid an Oblivion streamer.
Well, I was just curious about Oblivion in the first place. To raid somebody playing it, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Let's see then. There's that one. There's that one.
There's that one and that one. Ooh, this
There's
one.
someone playing Oblivion Remastered.
Yeah, there's a lot of people playing Oblivion. Sure.
Well, I mean, like, out of all the people I follow who are streaming right now, one person is playing Oblivion Remastered.
I really want to just, like, click on someone playing Oblivion. Because you know how it, like, truncates what they're playing because it's so small? And it's such a long name? I'm really hoping to just click on one of these, and instead of playing the remaster, they're just playing, like,
On the original?
Oblivion.
Yeah.
Like Jester was. By the way, Vera, I think we have the quest line to get the Loperit Society.
We might. I saw 2 blue quests.
Yeah, but one of them, once you
And those-
complete it, it continues and it's still blue.
Oh, you did that already?
Yeah, Dreaming Way.
Cool, I will get around to that probably tomorrow.
I'm gonna at least get flight because I hate walking on the moon.
I mean, they're both at the fucking place, so I can get those easily now. I'm gonna go visit someone.
The moon is so fucking big.
Right. So I think I found somebody to raid. So I think I'm going to get the raid going, and then I'll rejoin the call once the raid completes.
Bye bye. Love you all.
All right. So I think I found a bean. They're playing a game called Teardown right now, which I don't think I've ever seen. It's very blocky. Lots of blocks and stuff like that. It has like a very distinctive look to it. Y'all will know when we pop on over there. Let's see. Gotta make sure I get the right raid command here. We're gonna raid Koyo Liolio. They're playing Teardown right now, and it looks pretty interesting. And Koi has raided us in the past, and I haven't been able to raid back before, so this will be fun. This will be fun. But folks, thank y'all so much for a great night. This was really amazing. We tore into a lot of the story, which I'm really happy about, and we'll tear into even more of it tomorrow night. But there's a stream in between now and then. And that's going to be Pokemon Mystery Dungeon with Yori tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So don't forget, we're going to be doing that. That's going to be a good time. And yeah, I can't wait to do it because it's been a couple of weeks since we've done it because Yori had to take last week off. But it's cool. It's cool. But folks, thanks again. Thanks again so much for a wonderful night. This has been really great. And as always, folks, take care of yourselves and each other. Drink all the water, eat all the food, get all the rest. Before you know it, we're going to be gaming again soon. And that's tomorrow morning for a super chill, super fun Pokemon Mystery Dungeon stream with Yori. And I can't wait. But until then, folks, take care of yourselves. Have a great night. You too, Fury. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Bye.